mentioned at X how, all we were talking about, it felt like the camp with drops and receivers having to catch the ball. But I don't think it dropped one today, right?
No drops today. Yeah, we started off fall camp not great in that category, and it's been uphill since. So I'm proud of those guys and how they played, and they're going to keep getting better too.
Tyler, the overarching theme from your teammates and from your coach especially is that not only are you a leader on the field, but in the community, on the sidelines as well. Have you worked, I guess, on improving that, or is that a goal of yours this year?
Yeah, definitely. As a quarterback, you have to be a leader, and last year I was kind of thrown into that role, and didn't really have that offseason to build that leadership with the whole team, and I feel like this year I really stepped it up with the leadership role, and I'm just going to continue to grow in that aspect.
Did that first game with Coach Cristobal feel any different?
Yeah, it did. It felt great. Our main goal was to go dominate them up front, and that's what we did. And we ran the ball really well, protected, pass protection really well, and it was a good day.
I said you guys threw the ball so much last year, and obviously ran it a lot today. I know it's just one game, but is this kind of like the balance that you hear about? That's what Coach Gaddis' strength is. Is this kind of like the look you guys feel like can be what your identity is a little bit more this year?
I mean, if we have to throw the ball, we'll throw it.
Yeah.
We'll see in certain type of games that we're going to have to be able to throw the ball. So I think it's going to be a good balance. I don't think it's going to be more run heavy than pass heavy, or pass heavy than run heavy. It's going to be that 50-50, and I'm not worried about it at all. I mean, as long as we win, I'm good with it. So.
Tyler, obviously, great job by the offensive line, run blocking, and also kept you quarterbacks clean today. So just talk about the job that those guys did today for you.
They did a great job. I don't think I got hit or touched at all. So it was a good day for them pass protecting, and with 300 yards rushing, that's pretty good, really good. So the running backs did a great job as well. And, we just got to move on and keep working hard.
Tyler, it's unfair to ask you this without seeing film, but just from seeing it live and what you saw on the sideline, maybe in the fourth quarter, what's the areas that you think you guys need to clean up a little bit going into the next week?
I think just celebrating too much. I think we got too many penalties. Unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. We didn't kind of just doing those kind of things, and I think in big games that's really going to hurt us, and we just got to clean that up a little bit and just go to work.
But when you score 70, you're going to celebrate.
Yeah, celebrate, but not get penalties celebrating. I was talking to Coach Cristobal about it, and how he is, just always like to work hard and doesn't really like that extra celebrating. So I think we just have to dial it down a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw it because you would have been going out on the field, but after Cam got the pick,
he slammed the ball and we got a flag.
Yeah, what do you think? He's still building that culture a little bit, right?
Yeah. Cam's pumped. I know how he feels. So, but yeah, we just try to have to eliminate that.
Well, when you go into next week, obviously, you're going to have a different caliber opponent. So are you guys going to look for a lot of things on film that hey, we didn't play a perfect game that we're really going to try to build on anyways as we go take on Southern Mississippi? Nothing against Bethune-Cookman, but the quality of opposition changes a little bit because they're a little bit higher level and so forth.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to take it week by week. No matter who we play, we're the only ones that are going to stop us. So, yeah, we didn't play a perfect game. It's hard to play a perfect game. So, yeah, we're just going to go prepare for them. They're a good team. So, just move on from this game and start to go to work tomorrow.
How would you evaluate, your own performance today? I think 13 for 16, close to 200 yards, a couple of touchdowns.
I thought it was a good day. Obviously we didn't throw the ball as much. We ran a lot. We got to think. The first play I had, they played it great, and then I had 2 throwaways. So I think it was a pretty good day, and we got to give credit to the receivers. Didn't drop any balls today, and obviously the O-line too.
How did it feel to be back in front of this crowd?
It felt good. It was a different type of feeling with all these people out here cheering you on. I missed it. It's good to get back out here, and can't wait for the rest of the season.
We'll do a couple more for Tyler.
What did you say about Michael Redding? He came in the same class year with you, and now he's developed into a starter over this offseason.
Yeah, Mike's a guy who's going to do everything right all the time, whether it's on the field or off the field. So, trust is a big thing. I can really trust him, knowing where he's going to be at all times. And he's a good player as well. I had a touchdown today, strong hands, and can make people miss an open space.
Tyler, how valuable is a game like this where a lot of guys are going to leave the locker room feeling really good, a lot of guys contribute, a lot of guys play, a lot of guys touch the ball, made a tackle, found the end zone, all those different things. How valuable is that, or just the totality of the room there, so many guys feeling like they were a part of this?
Yeah, it definitely is. It's really good actually because I mean you get guys, a lot of freshmen, younger guys, redshirt freshmen, who will go out there and get real life snaps. That's not just in practice. So yeah, it's definitely different on the field here than it is at Concrete Tree. Just the live reps that you have. So it's definitely really good to have those young guys really get those reps and understand how it is playing out there.
Similarly, I mean, you guys opened last year with Alabama, this year with Bethune-Cookman. Does it help to kind of have a game or two to kind of work out the kinks, work out any issues that maybe didn't quite get solved during fall camp?
I mean, yeah, it doesn't really matter who we play. We're just going to go out there and do our thing and work hard to win the game. But yeah, it was definitely a great start, and just got to move on and get ready for Southern Miss.
Xavier, you had worked so hard through spring and fall and had great practice after great practice. How did it feel to take it out to game day today?
Oh, for sure, it felt great, man. You know, it's really all falling back, you know, on the coaches and even the scout guys just giving us great looks all week and amazing game plan. You know, Coach Gaddis did a great job, and you know, just put me in the best situation possible, and I felt comfortable the whole entire game.
You were working on a kick return with Keyshawn Smith. Obviously, he had a few big ones today. What did you see on those returns from him?
I was so excited for him, man. He was waiting to get out the gate. I told him just go off my butt, and you know, guy with speed like that, very dangerous.
We didn't see that kind of stuff from him really last year. What, I don't know, is that something you've just kind of seen him work at and improve at? Or?
I mean, no, he's always had it, but we're not focused on last year. We're focused on this year.
Did that first game with Mario, did it feel any different out there?
Oh, I mean, the energy was through the roof. You know, Coach Cristobal just carries the entire team on his shoulders, and you know, we were super excited every single time we scored or every single time we did something big for him. You know, because he put so much in this program in the past, and he's still continuing to put it a lot in this program now.
Mario's been downplaying what that moment running out there for the first time would mean for him before the game. Was it something you guys talked about, wanting to, you know, make it special for his return?
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I mean, you know, just you could just imagine his, you know, thought process and the way he's feeling coming out of the tunnel. That, you know, that I mean, it's not in the same exact stadium, but you know, for the team that he played for in the past and won championship with, I mean, shoot, that's only a question you could ask him, and I still think he doesn't even know the answer to that. You know, the emotions were just so high through the roof.
I'll ask you the same question, asking your teammates. For the last 30 days, you guys have been hitting each other. What was it like to finally hit an opponent?
Oh man, I mean, I told James at the beginning of this week, I was like, it's gonna feel great actually not to be, you know, on the opposite side of the ball as you know. Those guys just giving us good looks all week or all month for all year. And the defense, you know, just played a great game, and they've had a great fall and they're just carried over. You know, those guys are special over there, giving us the ball, and we just make stuff happen.
And now you're hitting Bethune-Cookman, not the Miami Hurricanes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It feels great. Just to be, you know, teamed up with those guys and seeing what those guys do on our same team. Like I said, not on the opposite side of the ball.
Xavier, you had that touchdown reception from Tyler Van Dyke. How was your chemistry with him really growing throughout fall?
I mean, our chemistry has been, you know, like this ever since we got into college. You know, me and him have a chemistry that can't be broken, and I'm glad he's our quarterback.
Yeah, Xavier, career high 100 receiving yards today. What did you improve at this offseason, and how did you implement that in today's game?
I mean, I just worked on everything a part of my game, you know, and like I said again, it's not so much about me. It's really about the coaches, you know, giving us great game plan, and there wasn't one look that we didn't see all week, you know, in practice, and the scout guys just gave us a great, amazing look all week.
Yeah, everybody made a big deal about drops in camp. I don't think I saw a drop today from you guys. Just the performance where you kind of come out and do a good job holding on to football.
No, for sure. I mean, that's what we're supposed to do as receivers, catch the ball. So nothing too special, but definitely proud of my guys, and you know, we're gonna stay on them. You know, Coach Gaddis said, don't ever, you know, get too full. So we're just gonna stay hungry, get to work tomorrow, and yeah, just improve.
And outside of the lost fumble, I think you guys scored 9 of 10 possessions, touchdowns. Just, I don't know. looked like almost a perfect game for you guys outside of that fumble.
Yes, sir. Again, great game plan. You know, Coach Gaddis does a great job with us, and you know, he just does what we do best.
I know it's just one game, but you guys were so pass heavy last year, and obviously a lot more balanced today. Is this kind of the look we should basically expect from you guys all year? Do you feel like?
I mean, I can't tell it. I can't tell that. You know, I mean, just go game by game. You know, we got Southern Miss next, and we're just ready to kick some butt.
Henry, how did it feel to kind of put on a show like that? Your first game back home, playing in South Florida.
It felt amazing. Playing in my backyard. Good fan base. My family, friends. It don't get no better than this.
You think you asked out right before that touchdown you guys scored? Did you get a little nicked up? We saw you on the bike. Was it just cramped?
Nah, just like trying to just get my body going. It was the first job. My body wasn't really warmed up yet, so you got to keep the body going.
What gives you credit to this offensive line that you've seen since your arrival in spring compared to now during the season, the growth of the season?
That's a lot. Those big guys, they set the line of scrimmage. It's the trenches. It get dirty down there. Everybody know how it get down there. So you got to give all the credit to those big guys and moving the guys backwards and create opportunity for us.
On a day like this, when it's so hot, so humid, and you're down near the goal line, but you're still running tough, trying to break through tackles. Just what was that like, and what kept you going today through all that?
Just fall back on my training. Coach Smith have us in like a rack. It's 5 plays or more. Just have to be conditioned and just outwork the opponent.
What did you see from Thad? I mean, he had a pretty solid game as well. A couple touchdowns from him.
That he's a very hard worker, young guy. And he excited to work. I see him every day, ready to compete, and he had that want-to-know mentality.
Coach Josh Gaddis obviously has a reputation for being a balanced type of offensive coordinator and emphasize the run. How do you feel that you acclimated to what he was trying to teach you guys the last 30 days? Because he's obviously one heck of an offensive coach.
For sure, Coach Gaddis, he make the play. It's all on us to make the plays go. It's the wonderful play call. It's just up to us to execute it though. So besides that, I feel like Coach Gaddis is an awesome offensive coordinator, and he dials it up and perfect timing. So it get our guys going and working.
Obviously, your first time playing for a real game with Tyler Van Dyke too. Just what do you think of the way he manages? Obviously, the way he throws the ball, but also just the way he manages the huddle, manages the game, stuff like that.
TVD is a leader, the whole offense, and I see him carry around himself and around the building and around the community. He's a good guy, and I'm happy to follow behind him.
Anything else for Henry?
Henry, what was Mario's message after the game? He said there was a lot of positives, but there's still more work to be done, even though it's so lopsided today. What was his message to all of you after this?
He was very proud of our performance, but back like he said, it's back to work. You can't get too big-headed. This was supposed to happen. So you can't really get above of what happened, but he's very proud and he's excited.
Henry, how fun is it to play in Josh Gaddis' rushing offense, and what are some of the things about the system that stands out to you?
The way he moved his running backs in space, he have us in slot position or outside, and he made he called plays up for the running backs to make them. So I feel like Coach Gaddis is an awesome offensive coordinator and excited.
Gilbert, is 6 clear? How did the interception feel for the touchdown?
It felt good, man. It's been a long time since I caught an interception. Big shouts out to my teammates for leading me to the way to the end zone, major blocks along the way, and I think it was a tilt pass or something like that. One of the linemen took this, so okay, big shout out to my boy that took it in the back, so appreciate that. King.
Just one game, but 3 takeaways for you guys. Obviously, at a lot of times in your career, that's been the hallmark of this defense. What about this defense do you think can be a unit that excels in that area of the game?
Just getting to the ball, trying to find the ball, trying to find that momentum for our offense, flip the field position, just trying to be in the right place at the right time and help the game, change the game, the statement of the game.
Tackling was such a big focus, obviously, last year. Curious when you guys started tackling today.
We still got a lot to work on with tackling and so much other. We just trying to get to the ball, more hats to the ball. Everybody get to the ball, flying around. more than one got to the ball, so we all can rally to the ball and make that tackle and make it all a vice tackle and make it all easy for each other.
You guys had missed a couple tackles in that first quarter. Did you guys did that just feel like you were settling into the season, the first game?
Yeah, I say that. Yeah, like I say, man, we got a lot to work on. It's been we just working on it every day. We really get to tackle in practice, not as much. So when we get out there, things flying around, everything moving fast. So we just got to find that rhythm and, like you said, settle in pretty much.
After Cam's interception, you got that penalty. We can see Mario kind of digging into you guys a little bit. We don't get to see it. Like, how much you guys are still trying to build up his culture, I guess, a little bit. How much is that just you guys? It's different than the turnover chain, obviously, right? But like, just how much do you guys kind of appreciate that, I guess?
A lot. Like, we never stop chopping. Like I said, we keep going, keep pounding. And like I said, change the momentum of the game, trying to get the ball, trying to help each other out. A lot of guys rotating in and out, so you just got to be where your feet at. You got to know who you in with and your job and your assignment. Like I said, everybody flying to the ball, having fun, and moving fast.
Gil, you had that tackle to force a third down stop. What's your comfort level playing close to the line of scrimmage and in run defense?
I'm pretty much needed wherever the defense need me at, multiple positions, sometimes in the box, sometimes on the perimeter. So, like, pretty much wherever they say, whatever package I'm in at that time, whatever position I'm in at that time, I just got to feed on to my defense and try to bring as much energy as I could.
Yeah, that very exact play you did in the spring game.
It was the same as that play, actually.
Is that something you see, or is that a call that you got?
It actually was something I've seen, but also the call, too. When they flipped them over, I often does something like that when they motion the tight end to the other side, so I kind of knew the tackle was going to block down. We went over that same play in practice, so it was already like, when they flipped them, it was already like that mental flow started flowing in my head.
All right, so you guys have been hitting each other for 30 days on your own. What was it like for you to finally hit another team, instead of yourself, with all the energy built in, and all of a sudden, hey, you know what? I have an opponent. We can just take it out on that now.
Oh, that's good. It's a good feeling. We got to take care of our teammates in practice as much as we could. We need everybody. We need all the guys. That's every guys on both sides of the ball, special teams. So get to fly around and bang other people and see what our offense doing against other people. This is amazing. To start the season opening like that.
And to bottle it all up, and all of a sudden you put a 70 spot against a team where there probably wasn't even a point spread out anyways. But at least they have a lot of things to build on in this game.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, they do.
Mario mentioned, they got free for a couple of big plays, quarterbacks especially, scrambled and gained a bunch of yards. What did you see on some of those plays?
They have pretty good guys on that team. They got guys that's athletic. They got guys that we probably played against in high school or played with in high school, so we know how that be. We know, no matter the circumstance, no matter your opponent, you never take nobody lightly. Everybody worked out all season, and everybody got their own personal reasons on why they do this. So you never take anybody for granted. And congrats to them guys. Them guys came out there and played hard.
Gilbert, I saw on Twitter, Mike Harley quote tweeted your pick six that you got. He just talked about y'all's relationship, and that literally says y'all let the wrong one score.
My boy Mike, I ain't even get to see it yet. I ain't even get to look at my phone, but my boy Mike, he know, man. That's my guy 3. Like I say, man, like when he was here, man, we used to work. I used to go against him a lot of practice, and he know the excitement that I was gonna bring. So, hey, Mike, I love you, boy.
Last question for Gil. Find out about just the impact he's had on the team.
Come up here real quick, man. Come up here with me, man. Come up. My guy back here, man.
You give him the assist on that, right?
Appreciate it too, my guy. Hey, this guy right here is a hard-working guy, man. He come out, bring energy. He do whatever the coach asks him to do. And you'll think he's been here for years, man, how much energy and joy he brings to the team. He's a good guy, good add-on to the team, good leader, and so much more, man. I'm happy to play with this guy and have this guy on my team.
Thanks, Gil.
Thank you.
How everybody doing?
You got nice words to say about Gil.
Yeah, that's my guy, man. You be a leader on the defense. Love to see him.
So your first game as a Hurricane, how did it feel to be out there?
Felt good, electrifying. First time in Hard Rock Stadium. Loved it, love the fans. I'm looking forward for more. Let's play more games in there.
Where you guys look today, was that kind of how it was in camp, or how do you sort of feel about the overall performance of the defense?
I think in everybody's first game is going to be a few mistakes. We still got some things we got to clean up in practice, but we just going the game trying to dominate, and then we'll do the same thing next game and so on for the whole season.
The big play, you guys 3 takeaways, and that obviously probably didn't want to give up as many big plays as you did, but you came up with some big plays as a defense. What about this defense that you think can make that part of your identity this year?
I think, so in practice, we see the same thing. So we always got takeaways. Our guys in the back are always trying to compete, and up front, we're trying to help them out as much as we can. Like I said before, on the big plays, we still got a few things we got to fix up, but we'll do that this week in practice and fix them up for next week.
First game with, just this depth on the defensive line. Just how did that rotation work for you guys? How fresh did you feel, rotating in and out with different players?
It felt good. I felt fresh. We have a ton of guys that can play, and that's what Coach Wright always talks about during practice and in meetings, saying that we have a ton of guys that can play, so you guys should be fresh. So it should give you an opportunity to run to the ball and play as hard as you can.
Anything else? So talk to us about that quarterback. Did he give you guys any thing that you wasn't expecting to see?
Yeah, it was challenging trying to keep him inside the pocket during for last week during practice and meetings. Coach talked about keeping him inside the pocket and trying to try to minimize as many breakout runs that he can, because I think he's a star of that offense. They all work around him. So we did let him get outside a little bit, but we knew that was going to happen, and our goal was to try to keep him inside.
Your journey to get to the University of Maryland, we talked about that earlier. Let me know how it feels to actually be here with everything you went through coming from Canada, North Florida, now you're up at the University of Maryland.
It feels great. In high school, I had a few obstacles I had to overcome, but just to be here and work with the guys that I work with, the coaches, it's a blessing, and everything's starting to fall into place, and I'm blessed.